Check, 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 check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, but probably not kids. It's very funny if I look at the analytics for my YouTube channel. It's all male identifying of my same age range. So, welcome, guys. Great to have you here. But everyone is welcome, and it's great to have you here tonight. We've got some Hollywood Elite Wrestling action coming up here tonight, including a big match for the title. Tommy Rich taking on Harley Race, the champ, in a cage because their last encounter ended in a DQ. We also have a Falls Count Anywhere match that was a result of what happened on the last card, and then or not the last card, the card before that, and then Baron von Raschke, everybody's favorite. He is going to be in action tonight, and actually will be in action in our opening match. Before we get to our opening match, I want to send a special shout out to all the Patreon patrons who help make this channel possible. It is because of them these videos are on the air, so huge thanks to all of them, and a special shout out to our patron producers, Dorothy Pachoco, Eve Cunning, Kathy Crawford, Tony Urbano, David Akers, and Vicky Sebring. Jason is here tonight. Brock is here tonight. It is great to have you. Carl Zilla just chimed in, and so did Drez. Drez is here as well. And Ronan the Second. So there you go. And Michael Bratta, holy cow. Welcome everybody. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to the ring. And we have fan favorite Baron von Raschke versus Mr. Hughes. So let's roll for some initiative. Let's ring the bell, and Baron von Raschke comes out with a fireman's carry. It's an agility move. They have equal agility, so that will work. Dazing Mr. Hughes, and headlock and thrust to the throat. Mr. Hughes, though, reverses that, and choice C. So he's going to, Mr. Hughes, I love the idea of Mr. Hughes doing a moonsault. He'll need an 8 or less. 9, it does not work. So Baron von Raschke will take over. Backbreaker drop on the knee. Mr. Hughes is rolling his pin. Could this be it? The target is 4. The roll is 6. That's 1 fatigue for Mr. Hughes. Baron von Raschke throws him out of the ring, and Hughes smashes him on the announcer's table. He's going to have to roll DQ. He is not DQ'd. Throws the Baron back in and will roll on level 3 offense and hits the Baron with a clothesline. And Baron von Raschke says, yeah, you can clothesline me all you want. I'm going to hit you with the fingernail rake. So dazed 1 for Mr. Hughes. Blaster's Den is here. Christopher Merriman, welcome, my friends. And headlock and thrust to throat 1. Mr. Hughes reversing that on level 2, and a released gut wrench on Baron von Raschke, and he is down Can Mr. Hughes? No, Mr. Hughes throws Baron von Raschke out of the ring. And Mr. Hughes shoves the ref again. He's going to have to roll his DQ. Not DQ'd. Smashes Von Raschke with a chair. Throws him back in. Hughes rolls with a power bomb on Baron Von Raschke. Down tag. Leave the ring. Baron is going to leave. And he grabs Mr. Hughes by the leg. Pulls him out. Smashes him into the turnbuckle. Throws him back in. And there it is. The brain claw. So the target here will be 7. The roll a 10. So Mr. Hughes he's not given up yet, but there look at that. Von Raschke keeps the brain claw back, locked in there tight. The target this time will be 8, and the roll is a 7. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of our opening match is none other than Baron Von Raschke. So let's enter the fall information for that. Big win for Von Raschke there. Submission via brain claw. And let's see. He was at 2 fatigue with 3. A 2-star match. Sure. We'll give it a 2-star match. There you go. Welcome, Derek. Great to have you here. Can't stay tonight. Well, thank you for checking in. And, of course, the replay will be up for you to watch anytime you would like. All right, moving on. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do this. I wanted to simulate the matches and see who the computer would have thought would have won. Let's see if it is the same. Oh, Mr. Hughes disqualified. That's what would have happened in the simulator version of this. But we're not doing any simulators here. Hell no. All right, our next match is a women's match, and we've got Beverly Shade versus Francine for our next match. So let's roll for some initiative. Let's ring that bell. Francine with a big roll off the top clothesline. It is a power move, and Beverly Shade has the power, so she's going to reverse that. She's going to throw Francine into the ropes. The opponent tries a sunset flip, but you grab her legs, roll her into a pinning combination. Opponent rolls pin. Beverly Shade rolling her pin. The target is 4. The roll is an 8. So now 1 fatigue is Beverly Shade. Death jump. Francine going up to the top. The opponent blasts you with a flying clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Bronco Buster on Beverly Shade. Beverly Shade, though, shoves Francine off and reverses that, and will go for a choice F, and is going to go for a power move that will be a 9 or less. The roll is a 5, so it does work. Francine is hurt. Beverly Shade with a step over toe hold on Francine. Hurts too. Beverly Shade throws Francine into the ropes, and Francine comes off with a flying shoulder tackle and a hair pull on Beverly Shade, dazing her. Francine with a slap to the face on Beverly Shade. Beverly Shade shakes that off and reverses it with a single arm bar, and hurts too. Beverly Shade choke on ropes on Francine. Hurts too. Beverly Shade in control now. And there's a chop to the chest of Francine. No comment there. Ooh, and that does hurt her. We'll be rolling for pin here. The target is 4. The roll is a 10. So Francine at 1 fatigue token. Beverly Shade with a Russian leg sweep. Down 3. Can Shade capitalize here? Indian Deathlock locks it in on Francine. Nope, only a hurt 2. And into the turnbuckle goes Francine. And crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. And there's a full body slam as opposed to a half body slam. I don't know. Oh, and that's body slam catches Francine. And the target is 5. The roll is 6. Francine able to kick out, but just barely. Now at 2 fatigue. And there it is, the hammer, ladies and gentlemen. So 7 is the target. And the roll is a 6. And yes, I see that it did end in a roll of doubles. So, Beverly Shade beats Francine. What is the hammer? Michael, if you're still in the room, do you know what the hammer is? I guess I could look at I know. Oh, I know what I could do. I can go here. This will tell me, right? Unless it hasn't been updated. No, it hasn't been updated. So, what is the hammer? Is that a submission move or a pin move? Let's see. Francine was at 2 fatigue, 3 fatigue. Yeah, I'll say it's another 2-star match. Sure, why not? The hammer. I don't know if that is a pin or a submission. I'll say a pin for now. After the hammer. And there you go. All right. Oh, let's look at the simulator and see what the simulator would have said. The simulator has Beverly Shade winning the match with the hammer. There you go. So top rope double axe handle. Okay, there you go. So it is a pin. Thank you. Thank you to both of you. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Jason. All right, it is time for the first of our 2 feud matches here tonight. This is a Falls Count Anywhere. Oops, I don't want to launch the simulator. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match between Johnny Saint and the Crusher. So I have my classic ringside companion here. And I have it open to the Falls Count Anywhere page, hoping that any day now we'll get that package in the mail with the new ringside companion. But here we go. Falls Count Anywhere match. And Johnny Saint versus the Crusher. Their last encounter ended with brawling outside the ring. So here we go. Rolling initiative, ringing the bell. Johnny Saint will get it. And if the action, when a wrestler rolls out of the ring or leaves the ring, I roll on this Falls Count Anywhere chart. I don't think that chart... No, that chart is not in here. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't roll on the feud table. And I don't really want to do a feud between Beverly, Shade, and Francine. I mean, no offense, but I'm going to just let that one be a win for Beverly, Shade. All right, so Johnny Saint gets the initiative, and he will start things off here with a full Nelson on the Crusher. Hurt 2. You would have to think that if this goes outside the ring, the Crusher will have the advantage, especially since he's an A and he's a C. But on the Falls Count Anywhere chart, all bets are off. Into the ropes goes the Crusher. And the opponent uses a special move on you and goes in for the kill. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Maybe it won't even go out of the ring. Here we go. Death jump on the Crusher. Crusher recovers, throws him off the top turnbuckle, and will roll on level 3 offense and lock in the stomach claw on Johnny Saint. Hurt 2. The Crusher with a knee drop. It is a power move. He has the power. So Johnny Saint, but Johnny Saint reverses it on level 1. And an arm wringer and throw, but that's a power move, and Crusher has the power. So he'll reverse that with a knee drop on Johnny Saint. Johnny Saint reverses that. Look at this. With a head mare and chin lock on the Crusher. The Crusher powers out of that, rolls on level 2. Another knee drop on Johnny Saint. Johnny Saint again reverses it. Look at this. Arm wringer and throw 2 power. But Crusher has the power, so he's going to reverse that with an elbow drop on Johnny Saint. Hurt 2. We've got a roll 1 die on 1 to 4. Play normally 5 to 6. Saint hits the Russ Abbott. So here we go. The roll is a 5. So Johnny Saint uses the Russ Abbott on the Crusher. So the target is going to be 2. The roll is a 5, and the Crusher gets a first fatigue token in this match. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match, but so far the action staying in the ring until now. Johnny Saint throws him out of the ring. The Crusher will roll 2 dice. He rolls an 8, and on the feud chart, an 8. Bedlam, the wrestler on offense, beats his opponent all over the arena. Roll again on this chart. So Crusher rolls a 5. It's up to you, promoter. Imagine a deadly move outside the ring by the wrestler on offense. That's Saint. Add 1 to the pin rating of the wrestler on defense and roll again on this chart. So the Crusher now at 2 fatigue, and the roll is a 7. The wrestler on offense slams the opponent in the announce table at ringside. Roll again on this chart or throw the opponent back into the ring. We're going to say Saint's going to throw him back into the ring. And he's going to roll on level 3 and, throws him right back out of the ring again. So, Murr, hello, my friend. Welcome. Great to see you here tonight. The roll is a 7, so that's the wrestler on offense slams the opponent in the announcer tables at ringside. Roll again on this chart. We will say that Johnny Saint will roll again on the chart. The roll is a 10. The wrestler on defense makes a comeback. That's the Crusher. And becomes the wrestler on offense. He grabs an object like an old lady's umbrella and smashes the opponent. Add 1 to the opponent's pin rating. So fatigue now on Johnny Saint. And roll again on this chart. So Saint's rolling here on defense. The roll's a 5. It's up to you. Imagine a deadly move outside the ring by the wrestler on offense. Add 1 to the pin rating. The Crusher coming back now. And Johnny Saint at 2 fatigue. And we're going to roll again on that chart. The roll is a 10 this time. And again, he grabs that same old lady's purse, smashes Saint. He gets another fatigue token. And we will roll again on the chart. Saint is rapidly losing here. The roll is a 3. I got to flip back to this other page. Bedlam, the wrestler on offense body slams the opponent on the locker room floor. Wrestler on defense rolls pin. So here we go. Johnny Saint rolling his pin. The target is 5. The roll is a 4. And after a slam on the locker room floor, the Crusher... big comeback there. A slam on the locker room floor. Let's see. That will be 1 point because it's a feud match. 1 star automatically because it's a feud match. He was at 4 fatigue, and the Crusher was at 2 fatigue, so that's 6. So 4-star match. 4-star match. I'll buy that. That was exciting. And it is time for our main event, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get to the main event... which will be a world title match in a steel cage, I would like to invite all of you watching this either now or on time shifted to head over to lowpromoter.com/vote and vote for the wrestlers you would like to see on the next event that we have here. We've got a lot of great choices. I realized that I had never made the Briscoe brothers a tag team, so they are now officially on the tag team list on that page. So you can vote for them. You can vote for other tag teams. You don't have to vote for them. But anyway, I'll probably work them in at some point. But anyway, head on over there to vote. It's all brand new choices I just updated today. And it is time for our main event. Now, the thing about the cage match here is Bobby Heenan cannot be in the corner of Harley Race, and Tommy Rich cannot have Jimmy Hart in his corner. This is a steel cage match, so we'll go quickly over the rules. The cage match, you don't need a chart or anything to do, but I do love going over the rules. The goal is to escape the cage first, either by going over the top or escaping through the cage door. Use cage rating instead of pin ratings. Ignore disqualifications or countouts. Substitute the instruction down 3 where necessary. Substitute face into cage for out of the ring. Ignore the leaving the ring option. And since this match is in a cage, no distractor ratings are typically used and no interference is allowed. And we will be using the cage ratings, Harley Race at a 2 and Tommy Rich at a 2. By the way, if you are a wrestling fan, I really have liked the Briscoe and Bradshaw podcast. I think the sound quality isn't the best, but their interviews are a lot of fun. So if you have not checked out that podcast, check it out. What I did was I just looked at all the podcasts that are available and just downloaded the wrestlers that I wanted to listen to the interview for. The interview with Jimmy Hart was great. I've never heard Jimmy talk about some of the things that he talked about in that interview. So anyway, enough of that. Here we go. Enough of the sponsor messages. Let's check out Harley Race versus Tommy Rich in a cage. We'll ring the bell. And look at that. Tommy Rich starting things off with a body slam. It is a power move. Race has the power, so he's going to hit a falling knee drop on Tommy Rich. Hurt 2. Harley Race with the Indian Deathlock on Tommy Rich. Hurt 2. Forearm slug, choice A. So either into the ropes A or and a thing that'll work on an A. I think he's going to go for the power move because it'll work on an 8 or less. 7, it does work. Tommy Rich rolls on level 2. Hurt 2. Harley Race in control here. Back suplex 3 on Tommy Rich. Down 3. He can't leave the ring. Oh no. Harley Race with a death jump, but we've got, if you decide to attempt a death jump roll 2 dice. On rolls of 2 or 9, refer to the results of the death jump chart. On rolls of 10 through 12, Harley Race hits the diving headbutt. So we will hit death jump here, and we will see what the roll is. The roll is a 10, so that is the diving headbutt on Tommy Rich. So this will be a +1, and the target is a 3. The roll is a 4. Tommy Rich just barely able to stop Race from escaping, and Race will roll. Can't roll out of the ring, but that's face in the cage. 3 on Tommy Rich. Down 3. He can't leave the ring. Death jump going for it again. So 10 through 12. Oh, the roll's a 7, so we'll just keep that. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. And there's the death jump again. Race is really trying to put him down here. You stumble to your feet, and the opponent comes off the top turnbuckle, but that's a 12. So we are rolling the finisher, and this is, again, a +1, this diving headbutt. So here we go. The target is going to be 4. The roll is an 8. Tommy Rich able to kick out again, but now at 2 fatigue. As Race hits the pile driver. Is this it for Tommy Rich? Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Ignore that. I got to click the cage. This is +2. And the target is 6. The roll is a 4. And after a vicious pile driver, Harley Race is able to escape the cage and retain the World Heavyweight Championship. A dominant performance. Who's it going to be that's going to defeat Harley Race? I don't know. Man, oh man. There we go. Escape after a pile driver. So let's see. We got 1 star for a title match. And what was he was at 2? He was at 3 fatigue. I'm going to add another fatigue in there because it was a cage match. So that's 4. Yeah, so a 4-star match. I would say it's a 4-star match. It was a title match. And Race retains. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who the simulator would have picked. Harley Race. So there you go. I guess I should do the simulator before I roll out the matches. But let's check out our single standings just for fun. If this loads, it'll take a second to load. Mildred Burke has the best record in the entire Fed. I wish they would separate these out in men and women. But a record's a record. Nacho Barrera at the bottom. And yeah, Harley Race is second. Maybe it's time for Shane Douglas, one of our early contenders, to come back and make a run for the title. But there's other people in here. Trooper already got a chance. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it was a bit of a short, only about 25 minutes long or so. Nacho's at the very, very bottom with an 0-6. Maybe we should do the trial of Nacho Barrera and put him in there against, where's that Jim Milliman Jim the Milkman and those other guys are way up above him. I gotta get the Moondogs in here too. I gotta team them up. Mildred Burke versus Harley Race, 1-on-1 in a cage. And then I would get angry letters. All right, I think that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get a Memphis card back up this week, but this week has been just been a little slammed with all the things I've had to get done. But I will try that. But thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching later. Huge thanks to Jason, Brock, Drez, Carlzilla, Ronan II, Michael Bratta, Christopher Merriman, Blaster's Den, Derek, Michael Bratta, who I think I already said, Mighty Murr, thanks for tuning in. I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody here. I am going to the Perennial. I saw that as I was scrolling through here. I bought a couple tickets because I like to get those extra cards. What you do is you buy the tournament tickets so you can go in the tournaments, and then you just buy a couple of the other tickets. And anyway, there you go. I hope you have a great evening, and I will talk to you Friday for sure for the next episode of the Filsinger Games Fan Podcast, where I'm going to have an exclusive about one of the other podcasts in the Filsinger Games expanded podcast universe. So you'll have to check that out. But have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.